So, time to. I need to update the title though. Team Roulette. Yeah, gonna have to update this. Description has to be changed. Oh boy. What happened? There's something strange. One more machine. So, yeah, like, can be apparent from this view, and as was decided in the spinner previously, it'll be, or in the previous one. Today, sorry, I'm gonna move my microphone a little bit closer. So, today's stream will contain testing out of 3 games, and those games will be Psychopomp, the Library of Babel, and Outer Wilds. Yeah. I'll give a second to 3 before we start with the first game, Psychopomp here. And then of course I have to do the audio stuff and things like that, but yeah. But, yes indeed, Psychopomp will be the first one, and I am honestly rather unaware of what that game contains. So, I'll just check that this is... okay, that's still empty. I'll also prepare the spinner for the Wheel of Names. Jeez, that's so long. So, it was time to move on to Psychopomp, and before anything else, I'll put the background music on for a pause in a second, and we'll need to check, or rather I'll check that the audio is not going to destroy everyone's ears. It is a bit loud, but only a little bit honestly, so that's good, I think. Okay. Oh, I forgot something else also. A timer. Yeah. There we go. Actually, if I... no, I need to like scroll down so I can see that start button on it. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Not yet. No, it is a bit loud on this end. Oh, like here, so... I don't see options. Oh, bother, there are no options here. That is a thing, huh? Alrighty. I guess I'll just force quiet it with the stream settings then. Yeah. So, the first game for this stream will be Psychopomp. Now, there is the important thing that this is the free version of the Psychopomp, because there is the other game which is, I think the name is Psychopomp Gold. So that's going to be interesting. I am... oh, it's only like €9. That's no, less than €9 actually. That's not bad, but first I'll just play this and we'll see. Maybe I'll buy, maybe I'll like it, and then maybe I'll buy the full game, the other game. I don't know what kind of differences there even are, but you know, an hour should be a good time to get an inkling. So, let us begin the timer, and so we shall begin. Everyone everywhere has special powers. Did you know that everyone has special powers and I've kept it a secret from me my entire life? But I won't stand for that. That's why I made a helmet. I call it machine that lets me read people's minds when I want to. Or Psychopomp for short. But something happened when I put it on. It didn't let me read people's minds, but it did let me see something else. A world that was hidden from me, that everyone knew about. A world hidden in plain sight with all sorts of animals and creatures and dead bodies. There are catacombs hidden under every public government building. I will not allow any more secrets to be kept from me. This is interesting. My. Is it a bit too quiet, actually? It's a bit too quiet. I actually kind of like the music, so it's just... Oh, it's a... grid... That's... What is this? Oh, that's interesting. Just like speak, look... What is... Inventory? Okay. Is that... I... You're in the world! Use the WSD key to move to control Q and E to strafe, hold shift key to sprint. Items are important to many things. To pick up an item, choose the touch mode of interaction and click on the item. Yes. Oh, sprinting actually uses that. Oh, it's like... oh, okay, I guess it's stamina. Huh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder... oh! You can talk to people and do many other things with them too. Though they may lie to you in many ways. I can't take it, it's only going to get worse and worse. The girl doesn't make you think anything one way or another. You feel like she's polite for being that way. Her hair is cold and rough, like hair would be on a night like tonight. You wonder how it tastes, and have to hold back from finding out. Okay. Can I? Gee. Huh. I'll just... Okay. Oh. Okay. Huh. That was excessively violent. Some doors need to be opened with items. Choose an item on something, open the inventory with the inventory button. Then drag the item onto the door if you want to use it on. Oh, I is inventory button. Yeah, okay. Cool. Good work. Keep going. There's so much work to be done tonight. Remember, you can hold control to look around freely, getting a better look at things. Oh, it's just a free cam. Oh, that is very nice. That's good. Like, it isn't actually restricted to the grid. Oh, also it snaps. That's nice. Dog. It's a small white dog. Might be feral. Nothing else out of the ordinary. Woof. Rough. You pet the dog. He wags his tail and licks your finger. Ha! The dog has bloomed wonderfully. Don't idle here. You have much to do. King of all dogs. Don't worry, for there is a plan to everything. I'm sure you will see in due time, my friend. Ground beef feeling. I was not expecting this. Can I? Okay. The king of all dogs is immortal. Good. Good. Yes, anyway, onwards. World map. That is it's very psychedelic in the best possible way, and I love it. It's nice. Save. What? Oh, that. Oh god, it went very small. That's too small for me to even look. I'm sorry, my eyes are a bit broken. Huh. Okay. Can I actually, like, just... No, I selected a level, so I'm getting stuck here. It's not hard to enter a public building. The buffoon who invented locks and windows has never heard of a hammer. Fair. Oh, tab also opens it. Wait a minute. What is this button, by the way? Is this... Oh, it's language. Okay. I'll just keep it at English, but that's nice. What is this? I mean, I do like checking every corner, so... There's a lot of doors. There's also a conversation going on in one channel, which I'm kind of wanna participate in, but like, yeah, anyway. I don't think these doors are something I can open. I think. Unless, like, hammering on it for a while would open it, but I don't think that's the case. Also, god damn, that's a shadow if I've seen one. Check that out. That is very cool. That is a very cool shadow. But what kind of... There's something above here that casts it. So... Water treatment. Human waste being processed and cleaned. Made acceptable for consumption again. Chemicals being added to chemicals to remove chemicals. Yeah. Can I... If water treatment is for our safety and concern, why is there an elevator heading straight into the human waste? What could be hidden down there? Okay. I cannot step into it, so... I don't think I can... yeah. Okay, I cannot interact with that, so... What is this elevator, though? And if it is such a big secret, why is it so easy to go down there? Sick fucks! Okay. Or, okay. This... This is like a ridiculously high quality for like what could be probably like a demo, or I wonder actually how much there is in this game. So. Bars. I don't think. Yeah. There's a person. Prepare to meet me, hammer. That looks creepy. The double-stalked thing looks at you with all of its eyes. It seems to beckon you. Why stalk? Oh, hello. My, aren't you a cute one? Say, isn't there anything better than being tangled up? Would you like to be tangled up? You try to touch the stalked thing, but it grabs your hand. You just barely manage to pull your hand free at the last moment. Okay. It is excessively violent. That is quite the thing. They just explode into gore. That's so strange. Ugh. This is quite the ambience you've got here, mate. The great woman stares back at you, suspicious of your intentions. Watch your step, wayward. The bridge is out. I've been throwing rocks into this chasm for hours, and I haven't heard one hit the bottom. You reach out to touch her face, but the Threat Woman bats away your hand, shooting you an accusatory stare. I don't think I need to destroy her. That would be rather rude, don't you think? It's very quite the environment to explore, I will say. What is that? No, I cannot actually look at that. Okay. Maybe it's still a bit too loud though. I don't know. It's very difficult to ascertain which is. It's very difficult. What is that thing? Oh, it's an enemy. That was just a straight up enemy, huh? That is good to know. But I can actually like do that kind of stutter stepping. So that is also a very important thing to know. That's very good. What is this? April 19th. I feel like I just woke up the other day for the first time. I have memories before Sunday. But they just feel so hazy. So much less vivid. I feel so awake now, so real. I just can't stop smiling. Something good has happened. It's happened. First self-portrait. Oh, okay. But how do I actually get rid? Oh, okay. Well. Okay. I think I actually do need to put it on this. Oh God, it's small. Holy crap. Yeah. I just forgot how. Even though I just checked it. Sorry, I need to resize it so I can see the cursor here. Anyway. That's a lever. Lever. Okay. I'll go then in a moment. First we'll go down here. There was something here. I need to see what is in here. That's a locked key door. Damn. Okay. Maybe I needed to actually just like fight that thing. Like just an honest god fight, huh? I'll still go to sewage treatment for gameplay tips. Some tips are outright lies. Real world tip. There is at least one biocomputer mainframe stored in every public government building. That's... There is an ungodly amount of, like, personality in this game, and I love it. It's... like, there's a lot of personality in here, and it's so... It is such a unique experience so far. I am really feeling this. Yes, yes, yes. I'm really feeling this. I wonder how much there is in... like, how long this game actually is. Like, how quickly you could possibly beat this. Regardless, it's very cool. Like, this kind of interface, like this grid-based movement system, like typical for like old school, but they have been resurfacing recently. These dungeon crawlers. This is something that I personally very much enjoy. This is something very cool. It's something that I didn't play that much in my childhood, but it is something that I very much have grown to love and search for these kinds of games. So yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's that one. I don't think... How about if I don't kill that? Because I don't think I need to. It wasn't hostile. I don't need to kill everything, do I? There we go. So yeah. These dungeon crawlers are nice. Okay, I just kinda needed to move out of that. Okay. Actually, I wanna test this. No, can't speak to it. Not that insane, huh? Yeah, that's interesting. Wait a minute. What is this? No, it's just... It's a shortcut? Why is it a shortcut here? I wonder. That is... peculiar, to say the least. I'll go talk to this person again, so... Hey, you. Now I could destroy her, but I don't think there's any need. I wonder. Yeah, I'm not gonna even hurt her, so... Quite the thing, indeed. I mean, I could just... But actually... I also need to go further down, so this is gonna be the best way to go. Okay. I was kind of forced to take some damage there, apparently, so... What is that? Nugget! The nugget looks at you in a pleasant way. It's simply so fun to live off of human waste. We funnel human byproduct into our queen, who in turn replicates the raw material into flesh and milk for us. You regret touching the nugget. Your hands are covered in a greasy slime now. Okay. Oh. That looks lovely. Okay. It's moving around in a way that really pisses you off. The biggest fan. My key, my special key. The queen gave it to me. My special love gave it to me. If anyone ever took it, I'd explode. I'd be so mad. It almost instantly wriggles out of your grasp and begins dancing again. Okay. What happens if I take this? That hurt. Okay. Let's just hope that there's no enemies around. Maybe I should have killed it, but... That's fine. I guess. I hope. Yeah, let's hope that there are no enemies nearby. I could go here. Oh, it's It doesn't work on that. No. Okay, well. What's in here? What's in here? What are you? Ew! It's very gross. It's funny, but it's very gross. That's the queen, isn't it? The royal nugget looks at you with an air of pomp and circumstance. The royal nugget looks at you with an air of slimy confidence. Her form has taken up the entire room, swollen from years of gestation and propagation. After all this time, look at that lovely smile. Hey, that's What is this? I don't know. She was a good queen. However, like all good queens, she must eventually be recycled. Do us a favor and use those hands of yours to get the job done. Okay. Heavy is the crown. The guillotine has been set since before the queen was born, and will be set for many generations of milk babies like her to come. You place your hand on the queen's forehead. It feels cold and glassy like porcelain. Ooh, is it time for me to go? Yes. Huh? That doesn't look like it's doing anything. How do I... I, for some reason, cannot step there. Peculiar. How exactly am I supposed to do that, huh? Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'll go down below again and see if there's something there. It's peculiar to say the least. I wonder if I actually was supposed to use this. What even is this though? Oh, it was just a health. Okay. Alright. I have a few more hit points. Okay. Alright. I didn't miss anything, did I? I don't think there's anything there, but I might be just very blind. Or it might be under the stairs, so... Nope, nothing. Alright. Upwards and onwards. Oh. Wait. Oh, there is that thing. What is this? Okay. Good. Does this lead me back? It does. Okay. I think. Yeah? Yeah. It back here. Thanks for the shortcuts, I guess. That is... Huh. In a rather short game, there was a lot of shortcuts, huh? Actually, there was one path forward here. I wanna check what this is. Is there even anything here? Oh, an enemy. Into the back we go. Stab them. Or smash them with a hammer. Another health vial. Visit a church. It is a statue meant to be worshipped. Though a bit crude, the wings are quite striking. You talk to the statue, but it feels a bit embarrassing to do so. The kind of concrete you wanna lick, full of texture and holes. Okay. Neat. Huh? Okay, there's nothing in that. Hey, another person. Oh, you startled albino threat. You startled me. This holy place has been overrun by those paraglide freaks. I can barely do anything to keep them away. The threat woman's eyes look angry, but mostly tired. You reach out to playfully yank her hair, but she doesn't let you. She's mean. Why would she do that? I'm not gonna punish her for her transgressions. Yes, despicable as it may be, I am a merciful god. Actually, huh? No, I do wanna just be sure that there is nothing extra here. That is just like broken off. That's interesting. This is very cool. Oh, whoopsie. There's stairs. I'm kinda glad that you cannot just run off of the edges. But, you know, little shortcuts like that would be actually probably breaking a little bit of the convenience. It's fine. It's what it is. Upwards and onwards. I mean, I don't need to kill everything, I guess. I could, but I won't. Oh. Hello again. The right woman looks severely disappointed, mostly in herself. The bridge was raised, but there's nothing over here. I hope there may be a food here that I could bring to my village, but I suppose it was just a pipe dream. All that is here is a lousy, rusty lever. Ew. Well, well, well. I think I know what this does. Oopsie. Heh. Cool. Okay. Let's go talk to that queen again. But I also want to talk to that one creature that was in the halfway point to see what they think about it now that their queen is dead. So, well, let's see if the dialogue changed. Maybe. Okay. Nope. Oh, can I actually walk on this? Wasn't honestly expecting that. And it's dead. Got an egg of the earth. Completed that area. What's the time? It's this. That was like half an hour. Okay, but actually, like I don't know if I have time to complete another area. So this is gonna cut it very short in comparison to what I usually do. But I think that's a very good point to like take this out back like old yellow. So I think that's a good point to like stop for now. This game at least. So let us move on to pause that timer and we'll go into this. So Psychopomp, huh? I have a lot of feelings about that, despite actually being rather short period of test this time around, like, you know, 30 minutes. First of all, I love grid-based dungeon crawlers. They are really, really cool and unique, and the restrictions of movement allow for a lot more control in the puzzles and environments, but also a lot more. The restrictions also require you to do a lot more with a lot less, and it makes you, while it might be immersion breaking for some people when you cannot actually move around in the environment, I personally very, very much enjoy how it's hard to explain exactly what is the most interesting thing about it, but it is basically the restrictions make the exploration feel a lot more like not immersive per se, but the fact that you cannot move completely freely, even though there was free camera in this one, it makes you yearn for more information, and that kind of yearning kind of builds up and pushes you to learn more about the world, and just like in the way restrictions that force you to immerse yourself. It is, or rather, they draw you in. At least that works for me. So I think that's how it works in my mind. So yeah. Now, of course, the story so far in the beginning part. Oh, goodness gracious, it was insane. It was really psychotic in the most weird way possible. It's like a lot of weird metafiction here, and like it's like it feels like it takes a lot of stabs at like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and like it's so interestingly grotesque and like disgusting and grimy looking, and it takes a lot of advantage out of the fact that it has like a low poly aesthetic and makes everything seem dirty and nasty, and I love it so much. It's very, very creative. I really liked it quite a bit. Like the visuals are like a very, very strong point here. Now actually the music and sound design just in general was also very, very good. Like especially the audio, like it was a lot more, maybe immersive is the wrong word, but it felt very atmospheric, at least. So I kind of want to use the word immersive, but it just doesn't feel right for some reason. But yeah, and of course the game is mostly just based around exploration, and there is some combat there, which, you know, combat's fine. Grid-based combat in real time, that is a risky maneuver, but it is pretty cool. Now, of course, the visuals, like in the like cutouts and the 2D drawings like that, oh god, they have a lot of personality, and it's very amusing. I really enjoyed it so much. It's really, really, like, entertainment seems kind of weird word to use, because it doesn't exactly make you like no, actually I did enjoy it. It's very enjoyable, so it's very entertaining. Not like laugh out loud, but like, oh goodness, now we're in for something special. That kind of entertainment. The fact that this game has so much personality is very good, and that makes it like very, very memorable. Like it looks very, very memorable. It looks like something that's gonna stick in my mind for a while. Now, of course, it is. I could be a little bit derogatory about it, that it is just a basic deranged kind of look that the art style has, and you know, I guess that could be a negative, but it's integrated very well into the storytelling in that way, and it just feels very good. So yeah, no, I very much enjoyed it. So yeah. Very good, very good. I'm gonna be very interested to continue this game forward. So, next up, the game will be Library of Babel. But before that, I'll take a very quick break. I'll just enjoy Raven's Watch music. I'll be back in just a second. And so I have returned. Now, once again, before I switch to the main view, let me just quickly go and check the settings. Would prefer not to blow up y'all ears. So, let's see. Go, okay, yeah, that's loud. Ouch. Can I please mute you? Not mute, but like, okay, yeah, should use controller, sure. Okay, oh, it's just the opening title that was very loud. Why? Why would you do that? Okay. Please don't make the opening titles that loud. That is awful. Okay. Actually, can I? Nope. Have to do it like this. That's messed up. So, okay. Just getting good. Sit here and where's the? There it is. So, Library of Babel. The stealth platformer journey. I guess who forgot to put the sounds. There we go. Yeah, whatever. That should be fine. Now, start in the Yumbaba Valley. I've seen managed to read that. Idrimatus Labyrinth, Mesopotamia, 2080. 20,080. Creating petition BG0712. Active solicitor is Sheriff 05681. Okay, yeah. Permissions. C53 node matriarch approved. Solicitor's declaration. Official petition of immediate nature for a secret-type unit associated with the open case MT07R5. The Cabarist cult, threat-type Omicron, requires specialized investigation, high priority requirement justified under law. The entire unit must be sent as soon as possible via the appended route. The roads have become dangerous. Approval pending. State received. Post IC8. Requested by the request basically has been analyzed by members of archive and examined by the verification systems. State approved. Creation process active. Okay. Okay. Tanuki Game Studio. Neon Doctrine. Objective: Data Mining Complex. C Alpha Synth Babel 07. Annex information on the open case MD07 Constructor Type B4. Multiple incidents, fugitive criminal penal data attached. Noteworthy information, decisive murder, creation of an armed cultist group. Location unknown, lost within the confines of the jungle. Okay. Contact the local governing entity in the area. Alright. Okay. More of a... Maybe terrace place. Okay. More of a... sci-fi feeling to it. That's a lot of vibration on the controller. The terrain is becoming too steep for the KMA1 unit. I'll have to continue on foot. This area seems quiet. It'll be perfect to stow my KMA unit. My objective isn't far from here. It should be about 768 meters to the northeast. Alright. Huh. Okay. Okay. I should go investigate. Urgh. Okay. Ah! That's... Jumbaba Forest. Access the colony and the Jumbaba Valley. Okay. Teleport not found. Okay. Find the data mining complex. Come. Yeah. It's a stealth though. That sounded strange. Also, I can already say a couple of fun things. This brings to mind the old Prince of Persia. Like not the Sands of Time, but the one before that. Because that was also like the very much bringing to mind the old aesthetics of stealth platform, not stealth platformers, cinematic platformers. So, I mean, it is very deliberately evoking that feeling, but like a lot of these are often evoking it. So that is not in particular that strange. But like this dangling animation and pull up animation really do feel like that. So like they really do feel very reminiscent of the Prince of Persia. So you can feel the gentle flow of air filtering through the heavy rocks. Maybe there's a cave or an empty space on the other side. Not like I can do much about that. At least not yet. Let's see, is there something I can... No? Gears. Person. Halt. Identify yourself. ID 178914, Ludovic Class Seeker. Subclass Seeker Operative Static Reference with Destination C Alpha Sense Babel 074. Well met, Seeker. It's no surprise to see that they are sending out units such as yourself with everything that is going on here. It is regretful, though, that you have been assigned to this location. Everything is in order. We will overlook the anomaly due to the circumstances. However, I must first ensure that your inventory system is working correctly. See the gear over there. Pick it up and bring it to me. Alright? I'm sorry, it's protocol. To make sure you are able to complete your future tasks, we have direct orders from the matriarch to ensure that any newcomers have all their modules in good working condition. We already have enough scrap in here. Registry updated. Good. The collection system is working correctly. You have now picked up the gear. If you press Y, you can open your inventory. Your inventory automatically stores everything you pick up in the world. The finish, come to me and open your inventory with Y. Select the gear and afterwards use to give it to me. Perfect. Everything is in order. You may pass. I've already sent word of your arrival. A meeting has been arranged for you with the matriarch. It's best you don't make her wait or wander around the colony. Security around here gets suspicious when there's a taskless seeker wandering around. And remember, the same way you've just given me the item, you can do it anywhere else. Simply go to the place you want to use the object, open your inventory using Y and select the use. Use with use. Yeah. Alright. Well. That's a lot. Okay. There is a couple of things there, huh? Well, I can later go search those, so. Okay. There was a codex here, so. Oh. Welcome to the data mining installations. Alpha St. Babel 07, how can I help you? Where can I find the matriarch? Continue straight down east, you can't miss it. You'll see the entrance to our chamber right at the end. Have to go. I have work to do. Goodbye. I should meet up with the matriarch. Yeah. Welcome to colony, see Alpha St. Babel 074. Watch out with those cult people. Oh, this is just down. Huh. It seems like the access point to a lower level. The door is locked with an old padlock and won't budge without the correct key. Okay. Huh. Okay. Alright, now wandering around. Your identity has been matched with Mitara's central service, you may pass. Yay. Matriarch's chamber. That is interesting. Request denied. Please, Matriarch, I beg of you. I do not want to be here any longer. Accept my transfer and please accept my most sincere apologies, but I'm scared. You already know my answer. In 1984-32, we do not have enough functional units for you to relinquish your role as a guardian of the Zarga's 05 keycard. But therefore, I will proceed to close your case until further notice or new information is presented. Your request is denied, and your responsibilities as squad guardian continue as they were. Yes, matriarch, god damn it. Next! What a weird man. Irashai, 1799-14 Ludwig, we trust that your journey has been in accordance with the prefixed protocols of 57C again under my control in 28 of 30 out of the 28/30E, accessing dual permissions. Location acquired, scanning for assignments. Your direct client is Sherifu 005681 Lei, Sheriff of C Alpha St. Babel 074. Your assignment is to contact her immediately in. Stupid little robot. What's the problem now? No more processing power? No, of course not, you're dead, you hunk of scrap. It's over. Put your hands where I can see them. And soon you will all perish too, bastards. Had you been worthy of Colonel Cabor's gift, you too would be able to contemplate the sweet serenity of true flesh. Babaruka is indulging himself in it right now, right in these precious moments. Useless piece of junk. I'm tired of your senseless, degenerate ramblings. Don't you even dare mention Babaruka. The light is already beginning to emerge from the great hexagonal throat, and its brows leaves no shadow. Okay. This isn't going well at all. How is this possible? Fuck! How did they manage to get this far? Isn't there anybody at the entrance to the library? Go and secure the area. Stay alert. Make sure these deplorable fools don't take us by surprise again. Vulnerable matriarch, allow me to assume the burden of my mistakes. Grant me the duty of fixing my mistakes, I implore you. They only bring me shame. Sheriff 005681 lay, the Golly 52 register indicates a significant decrease in active units within the Alpha St. Babel 07 colony. It's becoming obvious that our efforts to attenuate the growing situation are inefficient. Threat no. Threat number Omicron has gone too far this time. Yes, vulnerable. Acting in accordance with section chapter of the light of Omicron type, I hereby suspend all movement of units not in possession of a blue label outside of the limits marked by Alpha St. Babel 07. I hereby declare a state of alarm. A sheriff will lay. Execute this order in accordance with corresponding protocols. Yes, vulnerable. I have to go see Paparuka. I hope what the cultist said was nothing more than their usual gibberish. Technical problem solved. Recovering legislation Alpha 2B. They is headed for Ruka's temple. It is located in the Mount of Visions. First you must find the Roots God. Search for him here in the colony. He is the bot you saw earlier before all of this madness occurred. Understood, matriarch. It is also of vital importance that you register your data at one of the control points found here in the colony. That way it will be easier for you to access your data, and you will also be able to use the reconstruction system. Alright, I'll find the god. I don't need anything else. Everything seems very understandable to me. I'll be following your progress, Ludovic. Request an audience with me anytime you need help or access to Mitera's servers. Perashai. Would you like to access a data type? I have access to type S data on the archive servers of Mitera. Take as much time as you need. Colonel Kaibor was one of the pioneers of this colony. In fact, he was part of the first team that was sent to the area. He built the infrastructure and designed its foundations. He was later sent to the interior of the library, where he was supposed to continue further transport and assembly operations. After a few months, he was recalled and assigned a small period of inactivity. Something which is commonplace amongst constructors after such a large pieces of work, to check for any deterioration they may have suffered, and to inspect the infrastructure. Those that knew him best said that when he came out of the library he wasn't himself anymore. He had always been diligent, precise and hardworking in his tasks, but after the library he would wander aimlessly and spend many nights rigid looking up at the night sky. On one occasion it was even necessary to subdue him after a sudden panic attack where he couldn't stop barking the words terror and flesh. He was subject to a technical examination, but no extensive faults were found, only wear and tear natural of someone in his line of work. Despite this, his behavior was exceedingly abnormal, so a transfer order was put in him for him to be taken to Idrimatus for a more extensive analysis. And he never returned. We know that a few kilometers from the Zagros Ridge, he completely destroyed the caravan that was transporting him, tearing apart the 7 soldiers that accompanied him. He then disappeared into the jungle. The authorities searched for months, but he had quickly familiarized himself with his surroundings, and so the search was ultimately called off, considering him to be lost. For a long time nobody knew anything about him or his whereabouts until strange things started occurring. Various bodies were found with horns stuck to their heads and vastly mutilated bodies. These occurrences were linked to Gabor until bots started appearing, saying they were part of Gaborist cult. A group that quickly grew in number proclaimed that they had seen the truth, having assimilated various pieces of knowledge that Gabor himself had shown them. And so the cult was born. Since then, they haven't stopped growing and acquiring adepts, right to the point where they now control a large part of the northern sector of the colony. Take much as time as you need. I don't need anything else. Come back whenever you like. The servers are at your disposal. Okay. Well. That's a lot of lore. There's a lot of reading. But it is very exploratory. What the heck? I heard a gunshot. What happened? Is the matriarch alright? You fired the shot. I heard 2 gunshots. The situation is under control. Please move along. Okay. That's a wonky animation of movement. Where is that? I need to find that guard. Greetings, Seeker. You are new here. Would you like me to tell you how the map works? Wouldn't hurt to know, yes please. That's the spirit. Alright, let's have a look. You can open the map by pressing that. Once you open the map, you might not see a whole lot, as it will only show you what you have already discovered. Okay, that's the teleporter characteristics in the icon legend. That's the control points. Okay. Chests. Items. And hidden items. Okay. For now. Okay. Thanks. This is like the teleporter, huh? No, it's the save point. Okay. That's good to know. Well, there's no hidden items. There's one teleporter behind that I didn't check yet. And, well, that's gonna be later, of course. Can I talk to you? I built a little cardboard house for the cats. But one day it got wet and was completely unusable. Fortunately, I brought it near a bonfire and with little patience it was restored to its original state. Okay. Secret? Bazaar. Found a battery. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Again, another state of alarm. How boring. I don't even feel like playing with my spinning top anymore. They won't even let us go into the Jumbaba forest. The Scabbard school activity everywhere. You guys will have to be patient until the situation gets better. Damn it, I really want to play video games. A gamebot would be perfect for these days in confinement. Gamebot? Yeah, it's a little old, but I love it. Although I'm pretty sure it's also super expensive. Anyway. Hey, random mission. I'm just mostly exploring around randomly, because why not? Hey! Syringe. Okay. I find it really suspicious that they were able to sneak in the Matrix chamber so easily. It's usually well guarded around the clock. Yes, it is strange. They say that the alarm went off too late, and when they had already entered, those systems are usually impenetrable, or at least they used to be. A metal bar. It's surprising to see a new face around here. It was about time they sent Seekers. Let's see if you can figure out what's going on around here. Because if I'm honest with you, those of us from around here are starting to get tired of all the shooting and those people. Take Gabor cool. Don't you have anything better to do? What's this machine? This beauty is a Tesla Vulca Model T XTR. You can do a whole bunch with her, from smelting to ionization. But unfortunately she isn't in working condition currently. She needs lubricant and I've run out of the one that came in my last delivery. So if you happen to find some lubricant, you know, I could use some. Though luckily I don't need it right now. Don't you have anything better to do? Yeah? I'm off. I have work to do. I was about to say. Can't use it. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah, it's just that. Is there... Oh. Bar. Okay. I see a shiny. What are you? I love things that spin. Things gotta go round and round that spin some more. Seeker, do you have anything that spins? No. Feathers? Cat. Meow. Actually. Nope. I guess there's some kind of currency here as well. Oh, there's something here. But there is a chest. I just kicked. Okay. Those goddamn cult bastards. They're up to some real nasty business and no one can find them. It's almost as if they know our every move. How peculiar, isn't it? I want to talk with you all. Fine. No. He looks a lot like the individual I saw earlier speaking with the matriarch. He's fast asleep no matter how hard, but I thought there's no way of waking him up. I kind of just accidentally found myself into the right place, huh? Not like there was a lot of choices, but yeah. Ah, fuck off, man. The whole town is going crazy, seriously. Those red rust maniacs are only the beginning, trust me. Hey man, I like being here. You know that, right? Well, this jungle doesn't feel the same way about it. I can see its bright eyes in the silence of the night, friend. And it doesn't like us. Well, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's you it doesn't like. Ever thought of that? Fool. Anyway, it's about time we ordered another round. Oh, sorry to interrupt. What do you want? I have a few questions. How about some darts? That's a good idea. It's been a while since I've played games. The darts never arrived in the package though. Some transport official must have confiscated them for one reason or another. And with everything that's going around, who knows when or if we will ever see them. Goddamn bureaucrats. Oh man, I just had a flashback. You remember the sound it made when you got a good score? I'm pretty sure that would even wake the sleeping guard. Interesting. I wonder where I could get a dart. And I'll be there, I'm afraid. I do know that back in the day workers would make themselves darts using feathers and syringes. There's a lot more questions I could ask, but I kinda don't want to. I like that. That's a really neat little animation there. How about some darts? It's an old darts machine. Looks like it still works. Let's give it a go. Precise throw. Strong. Lob? Yeah! Found the yellow key card. Okay, well, he dropped that key that I needed. Miteras transistors, a seeker. I seem to recall that the last one they asked for didn't even make it to the colony. But where are my manners? My name is Poliver. I'm the guy in charge of lubricating the residents' conduits. Gentlemen, would you like a picture of Arictum? We only serve the highest quality here. Another few good things around here at the end of the world. Yes, I'd like a picture, please. Coming right up. Neat. I have an idea where to use that. Maybe. Oractum can only be consumed in the colony bar. Okay. I need like something to actually lubricate it, but... No, this is just... Okay. Now I'll go here. Ah, curses! What's wrong? Hello, young'un. It seems that the fuse for my beloved bazaar has blown. Without it I can't open. It'll be the end of me. God damn the merchant that sold me the XT4, especially when he knew I needed a 5 to be able to withstand the vulture spikes in the area. Alas, it was a good deal though. Excuse me. Nothing. I need a class XT5 fuse, or I might as well retire from the business, and the problem is to say that was just declared no more packages until further notice. Who knows when I'll be able to put another order in. I'm done for. Unless you can help me. You look like a seeker, don't you? You should be able to leave the colony then, right? Alright, but I'm still working on being allowed out. That's a small remote chance, but if you manage to get out and you happen to come across a type XT5 fuse or better, please, I would be eternally grateful. Alright, I'll do what I can, but bear in mind, I do have other priorities. Thank you, boy. But if you can't, don't worry. I'm hoping they'll leave the state of alarm soon and I should be able to manage with my own contracts. Contacts, not contracts. Okay. Okay. Let's do a little bit more exploring here. Ishtar Temple ruins. Let's see. Have the key card. It's not this? Oh, west gate of the colony. Whoopsie. It's the other direction. I just didn't read it. Whatever. Unfortunately, I cannot drop from these ladders. Okay. Keep moving. Always do. Oh. Well. Random exploration, go! I'm a little bit quiet because I'm mostly just thinking, so... There's a small note hanging on the wall. Due to my recent memory module problems, I had to leave notes like this to help remind myself later on. I've had to leave the maintenance room door locked. I'm afraid that if the cult makes it here, they'll force me to let them in. I've hidden the keycard in Colony. A place so hidden that not even an Orectum-filled drunk robot could find it. That's an interesting clue. Fortunately, there's no falling damage. Jumbaba Valley. Can I actually just like, I can just like go there, huh? Actually, that looks like there's something here. Nope. What's wrong? I can just like barely go here, okay. That is a very different keycard that's required. I should probably actually interact with it so it is saved. Yeah, no, it doesn't save that. Okay. That's not gonna do anything. I need to like open that from the other side, huh? So it'll be a shortcut. Okay. I see, I see. What happens if I go down below? Decryption mode. Ah. Nope. Okay. Nope, that doesn't do anything either. Okay. Logbook. Root values specified in protocol service minister okay. What is this diagnosis? Okay. right? Oh, nothing. That is also a different keycard required. Okay, maintenance room. Alright. That might be in the bar. If I'm not completely mistaken. At least that's what it looked like the clues were pointing to. So, I suppose we'll see about that. What happens if I go down? Nothing. There is nothing there. Very well. Okay then. I wonder. Actually, I'll go down below. That's a very different type of key. I was actually able to watch myself there. There in a little bit of a nudge. Corner there that gets stuck a little bit. Very little, to be honest. Let's go in and talk to Matriarch again. Actually, nah, I don't think there's anything I can, other than just like lore, but I don't think I need that information right now. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll save. Doesn't that save the data? It should. So. Delicious. What a wonderful texture with a spot of bitterness, almost accentuated. It really brings out the body. Okay. Have you seen The Guardian? Okay. I'll actually talk to them. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. Nothing new here. Okay. Peculiar. I think that's a good place to also end it. I know there's like 15 minutes left, but it's decent. So, that's good enough for now. So, let's go to this. So, Library of Babel. A very interestingly, something of a... Well, it's a stealth platformer. Stealth is kind of an interesting term that they used here, because so far there wasn't anything, in the beginning at least, there wasn't any stealth. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it is a notable thing. I did like it a bit, quite a bit, because it did bring to mind, a lot of it is very reminiscent of the old, very, like the first Prince of Persia on like old MS computers, and those are very much something that I did not exactly play in my childhood, but a little bit later on in my teenage years. So, and I do like those. These are more of the cinematic platformers that are very, very interesting way of telling stories, and I really like exploration of some very unique storytelling methods in this manner, and they do have a very unique style of gameplay to them. Now, there is, of course, a lot of platforming here, which is an interesting way to limit yourself into 2 dimensions, but also they require you to have a 3rd dimension here in the way that you enter some buildings, for example. Now, that's not the special thing here. What is special, of course, is the story itself that is being told here. It is rather interesting, thought-provoking that they chose the name the Library of Babel, because that has a lot of religious significance to it. But in the same manner, this game is very much focused on a like futuristic robots, but also they seem to be somewhat nomadic in the manner that they worked. So some sort of post-apocalyptic futuristic setting kind of a thing. And a lot of like techno jargon and random babble there, babble, that just kind of giving some flavor to the background. And I kind of am interested to delve a bit more into the background and the lore here to see exactly why they have chosen that kind of thing, because this kind of name isn't chosen just randomly. There is absolutely some significance to it, and I wonder what that is. Otherwise, it is, for the genre that it is in, there was nothing exactly that particularly spectacular. A bit more inventory management than I'm used to, and seemed to be a lot of inventory management, to be honest. And at least from the map, it looked like there is a lot of items that are to be collected. So it's gonna be interesting to see what exactly is the purpose of having that many of them, and how exactly functional and important they will all be. If they are mostly just going to be something like inventory puzzles and such. Regardless, it was rather interesting. I enjoyed it. Not the most, like, immediately sticking to my mind out of that, but still, at least felt rather unique. And of course, this genre isn't exactly overpopulated, to say the least. So, you know, it's fine to have these in the modern times, and I really like that this genre is also getting entries this late into, or these days, and that's cool. That's very cool. Something a bit more interesting was that there was the visual style is of course a very strong selling point here because it is very like it has a very unique look to it. So it's hard to explain. So, but I did enjoy the visuals at least. So it looked very unique. Yeah, let's say unique because it doesn't look like extraordinarily pretty or memorable, but it is unique to say to at the very least. So uniqueness is far more of a selling point than high fidelity or anything else. So yeah. So yeah, that was enjoyable. Now the last game that we should be playing is Outer Wilds. But I don't think I can do that right now. So instead we will save it for the next time. And instead we shall go to the spinner here. Yeah, we go. Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Sorry, I'll just fit it to the screen. There we go. And we'll randomize 2 extra games for the next time. So let's see what they will be. You need to open another window there because I like keeping track. So 2 extra games. First of all, next time we will be playing Outer Wilds and Paradise Killer. Why do I have that there? I already have tested Paradise Killer. Why did I have it here? I just need to play. No. Yeah, sorry. No, that's not the thing because I already know where I want to place it. So, is it just because I wanted to like give it an ad? No, that's not gonna be. Nope. Sorry, that was an excessive roll there. So we shall go to the. We shall have. Trilogy. Very well. So that is after Outer Wilds next time, and then after that it will be Spiritfarer. Very well. Alright. Those are the games for next time. And we shall see. Well, I don't actually know when the next time will be because next week I am going to be busy. So if it will be after that week, maybe, perhaps, we shall see about that. But for now, I thank you all very much for watching. I'll hope to see you in the future. Have a great day. Thank you very much for your participation, and I'll hope to see you in the future. Have a great day and stay